Welcome back to The Point. We are now joined in the studio by the man who lent his name to the Felinsky file. That's right, Liberal MP Jason Felinsky. How are you this afternoon?
Thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed borrowing my name. Are you going to give it back at any point? Or?
No, as long as there are dual citizenship questions, it will be the Felinsky file that they go into. How is your Polish citizenship going?
It's
Any
going very well,
pierogies
thank
lately?
you. Sorry?
Any, like, pierogies, sausage?
I've never had a pierogi. Have you had
I think
pierogi?
they're technically... Yes, I have. I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, full of Hungarians and Polish and Germans.
It's like
a dumpling. No, it's like a... It's like a dumpling. It's like a dumpling thing. It's like a dumpling.
Sorry, dumpling.
Okay.
Are they nice or...?
Well...
You should have them once.
I have German background, and
he must be one of the only Polish citizens
who's not had a pierogi. Yeah, well, I think technically they're more Hungarian than
No
Polish.
wonder they threw me out, right?
All right, we're going to get one of your...
Proven.
We've got to get into some serious stuff about the budget, and we're going to talk about some of the other issues in the mix as well. But before we do, I wonder if you've got any local campaign ads, a bit like Stephen Chobo. He's got a cracking advertisement. I want to get your reaction to it when we take a look.
So I'm a mini focus group.
Steve Chobo.
Chobo's got my vote. We're with Chobo. I'm with Chobo.
Yeah, we're with Chobo. He's a great guy. He stands up for the coast.
Go Chobo! Chobo's working to put more CCTV on the coast. Go Chobo! Go Chobo!
I'm Steve Chobo. It's my job to stand up for you and the coast. Vote for me.
All right, Jason Felinsky, you're a seasoned political campaigner. Take us through, break down for
Spat all
us.
over me.
Sorry, Professor Van Onselen. Yeah.
Break down for us why that ad works.
Look, I think it works because of Steve Chobo. I don't think many other people can get away. You could get away with it.
Do you think
but you and I couldn't.
You think Steve Chobo got away with that?
I think he did.
I don't know about that.
Look, he got re-elected in a landslide.
That is a good
One of the
point.
safest seats in the country.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, not as safe as your seat.
My seat, well, they like me.
So let me put it this way. In your seat...
They would elect Kermit the Frog if...
Are you accusing me of being Kermit the Frog?
If he was running with a Liberal badge...
Polish?
If he was running with a Liberal badge in the seat of McKellar, they would elect Kermit the Frog. No offence.
Well, offence is taken, I'm afraid. I think
okay, let me put it to you this way. You've got a seat in the northern beaches of Sydney. He has a seat on the Gold Coast.
Yes.
Would you do an ad that involved bikini-clad women and men half-dressed holding up a Jason Felinsky sign, dancing around?
I don't know. We'd have to focus.
Would you do it if you lived in the Gold Coast?
Do you think it would work? Well, it clearly worked on the Gold Coast.
Well, it's already a safe seat. I don't know. Is his margin coming down?
Well, it's a safer seat, I suppose.
Well, Pete, you and I...
Would you do it? I mean...
No,
No, but like as a focus group.
God, no.
I mean, you used to be Premier, did you?
I did. In fact, we Pete, here at To The Point, have improved upon Steve Chobo's...
Have you actually cut this up?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Take a look.
Okay.
Chobo's got my vote. We're with Chobo. I'm with Chobo.
Yeah, we're with Chobo. He's a great guy. He stands up for the coast.
Go Chobo! Chobo's working to put more CCTV on the coast. Go Chobo! Go Chobo!
Go Chobo!
I'm Steve Chobo. It's my job to stand up for you and the coast. Vote for me.
How do you reckon? Do you think that improves the ad or detracts?
I wasn't wearing my glasses. I can't tell you.
Well, can I tell you
That's
one
one
person...
of those questions where there's no right answer.
Well, let me tell you, Steve Chobo liked it.
He tweeted it.
He did. No, he tweeted. He did. He truly feels the... Is that a happy... I don't know what that means.
You've got to always remember...
Love,
the crocodile eats the bigger number. That's
Oh, so he truly feels the love, apparently.
Sorry, how does that work? That's a crocodile.
Well, no, when you...
The less than sign is...
Yeah, if you're trying to work out what's greater or less than, the crocodile tries to eat the greater number.
Right. Well,
maths in primary.
no, you're...
I don't think that has anything to do with that.
It's issued to the father of two small girls. Thank you for that tip. I'll be using it myself.
The crocodile eats the bigger number. It's the
Got it.
same as north-west, south-east. Never eat soggy Weet-Bix.
Yeah, no, I knew that.
You wouldn't
one.
know that
Yeah.
one.
No,
Anyway,
I knew that one.
we move on.
I'm really sure you've totally unexplained.
Well, I didn't understand that
wrongly
it was meant to mean love or
explained.
something, but when you've got two numbers, it's the crocodile eats the greater number.
Okay, all right. I don't know if
That's part of these interviews. I don't even need to be here half the time. I'm just kind of here as a spectator. But
You've worked that out.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
If I just
Well
stay
done.
quiet long enough, you'll forget I'm here.
Well, now let's ask you this then. $3.4 billion improvement on the deficit. We only now...
7.6 billion.
I thought it was 4.4.
No, it was 4.4.
No, you're just only talking about revenue. There was also a $1.2 billion improvement. Look, I'm very happy to come on and do this more often if you'd like. There was a $1.2 billion improvement in less money being spent, $4.4 billion.
So 4.4 is wrong?
No, 4.4
No, but
is
it's
right
wrong,
for
but
revenue.
we're wrong to say that.
I would never, Professor,
So the
I would never say
No,
FBO,
you're not attacking me because David Spears told us.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that we have been reporting that the FBO is a...
FBO, yeah, no,
the
that's a good
final
acronym.
budget outcome
Yeah, well done.
is
$4.4 billion.
Now, are you referring to the cash balance or the net operating balance?
I can't answer that.
Well, I think you'll
Presume we're
find the
answering-
net
Yeah,
operating balance is 6.6 billion.
Okay, well, the
which
net...
is made up of $4.4
You're right.
billion.
Okay, so we are looking at the
So
cash,
your producer,
fair enough.
can you tell your producer when he screams at you, I can hear him?
He's not
He didn't.
screaming at us.
I think it's just
Nobody-
going on out
I think
there.
there's something out there.
Oh, okay, right. So
Okay, so, okay, 4 point, you say 4 point, we say 5, whatever.
You say potato, we say potato.
Okay.
yeah, or we could deal with the facts.
So let's deal
Well,
with...
here's a
No,
fact.
actually, I want to follow up on this point about then the spend... You were talking about the outlay hasn't... The spending hasn't been as great as
Yes,
anticipated.
yes.
And that's been partly due to the slow take-up of the NDIS. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw the Treasurer and the Finance Minister actually explain that this morning. That they haven't spent as much on the NDIS because there's been a
as
slower...
projected.
As projected, because there has been a slower take-up by people into the scheme, or entry of people into the scheme. I mean, that to me is not good news,
Right.
frankly.
Right. Yeah, I know. I mean, the Labor Party generally likes to spend more money, especially when you don't...
Well, when you've got a thing called the NDIS that is meant to be providing services to people with a disability, that is the brand spanking new insurance scheme that has been rolled out on a bipartisan
not being
basis.
taken up?
That's my question to Mr. Felinsky.
Okay. So the answer to that question is because the way that it is being rolled out is more effective and efficiently. It's because people are being transferred from state systems into the federal system, being the NDIS. That is being done more progressively and more sensibly, and therefore...
Then what?
Than what was planned. So people make
Planned by
projections.
who?
No, it wasn't planned.
You've been in government for 4 years.
We have, that's good, thank you.
But it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, it's like anything where you've got to...
Look, it is what it is. I'm just trying to understand why
Why the
we've
spending's been lower.
Yeah, why the spending's been lower on the NDIS, given that there has, as the ministers said this morning, it's because there's been a slower take-up of the scheme.
Do you mean the Treasurer or...?
Both the ministers were arguing this point.
Oh, okay. Well, my understanding of it is that when they undertook forecasts of the NDIS, they expected to have more people on different, not projects, but plans in the particular system at this time. As they've started transferring people across from the state-based systems into the NDIS, the plans have not been as expensive as they first thought.
That's probably a really accurate answer. So I guess then my next question is, it's not really a case so that we're going to see that savings go forward, because those people will eventually transfer
You're saying
over.
the hit will just come later?
The hit just comes later.
Well, we don't know. We don't know, and that's the process we're going through at the moment. So we've made a forecast in the budget papers previously, as did the previous government, as has this government. When you actually go to actually transferring people from the state-based schemes into the federal scheme, you find out how much those plans are actually going to cost and how many people are actually going to be...
So it could go up or down?
It could go up or down. But at this point in time, the forecasts are 1.2... Well, sorry, they're not 1.2 billion, but they're lower than what we thought they'd be.
Okay.
One of the problems in the budget has long been forecasting that doesn't come true, particularly around things like nominal GDP, for example, and governments always are happy to embrace a forecast which is too high in terms of growth rates, but not the other way around. And so as a result, we keep missing the mark. Don't you think that needs to change?
Well, how do you change it?
Well, you don't go with long-term averages because they're no longer being applied. So once you get to the out years, you don't just let Treasury deliver a long-term growth figure, which we know is not being hit anymore because we're in a low-growth environment.
Well, but Treasury updates their assumptions, which are the which the forecasts are based on, they update them every quarter and they come out in the half-yearly reviews. So, for example, they were projecting GDP growth of 1.75%. It's come in at 1.9%. That there have then been a whole bunch of adjustments in the out years for what we think GDP growth will be. In the Howard years, we missed them on the downside. In the Rudd-Gillard years, we missed them on the upside. The reason for
in
that...
the hockey years, you also missed them on the upside.
And in the hockey years too. And the reason for that was effectively, obviously, we were after the financial crisis.
Yeah.
There was some discussion about how long it would take for the global economy to recover. We hadn't really been in that sort of situation before, so there were some educated guesses going on. Those things get adjusted.
On the same-sex marriage postal survey, have you put yours in?
No, I haven't. It's sitting on my desk.
But you intend to?
I will post it today, Peter, now that I have been...
I'm not demanding that you do. But will you,
No, you have to vote. You have to vote.
You planning
Well,
to
you
vote?
don't have
Absolutely.
to vote. You're encouraging people
No,
to vote.
but I think we should say to people...
I don't
look,
think he
this
means it's compulsory.
Yes,
I feel like we should clarify.
If you don't vote, we will find out who you are. Yeah, that's right. No, but people need to vote.
What kind of turnout do you want? Or response rate is the better way to put it. I mean...
I'd like 100%.
OK, let me reword. What response rate would be...
Are you allowed to do that?
What?
Don't you get one shot at the
No,
question I've answered?
I get more shots.
Have you not seen this show?
How high does it need to be for it to be appropriately legitimate?
Look,
Come on, you must have a range.
No,
We need more than 50% of the public
I think
participating.
the people need to understand that the decision will be based on those people who turn up or vote. If only 20% of
You've got
people
no one to
vote,
blame but yourself.
you've got no one but yourself to blame.
It just means then that people are kind of relaxed either way if they don't bother to vote, presumably.
You'd have to ask
And what
them.
about the actual result then? I mean, to put to bed this issue, if it is a lower than ideal turnout, you don't want the double act of a lower than ideal turnout and an extremely close vote.
Yeah, that's right. You'd like to avoid that. Yeah, absolutely.
So you want what, 60-40?
I don't know.
Any closer than that, and you could have problems from the Conservative flank of the Liberal Party about whether you follow the plebiscite?
How do you mean?
Well, if the yes vote...
So,
only
like, if
wins-
it's like...
If the yes vote wins 52-48 and there's only a
win is a win is a
30%
win.
turnout,
A winner,
even then?
A yes vote is a yes vote is a yes vote. A no vote is a no vote is a no vote.
All right, well, Jason Falinski, we look forward to you tweeting
Yes.
a photo of you posting your vote.
when you've actually done it.
Okay,
Indeed,
well, I'll
indeed.
get that.
All right, and if possible, if you could dress up like Anthony Albanese did.
He brought his
Oh, wait, I
caboodle
think we've got
and a rainbow flag
This I want to see.
T-shirt.
Here it
So
comes.
I want to see you take on that look.
No one.
Do you have a poodle?
Do you have a
I
poodle?
don't have a poodle, actually. We have a cat.
Do you have an
A
It's
cat?
Time?
A cat.
Cats don't love anyone except themselves.
Do you have an It's Time T-shirt?
What do you? Who? You've got a cat.
I have
They're
a
the
cat.
most selfish animal. I mean, I've got one too, but they're the most selfish animal.
Wait a minute, let me just ponder that for a moment. PVO is a cat. Cats are selfish animals. Okay, breaking news. Surprising to our viewers. All right, Jason Falinski, we are out of time. Thank you
What kind of
so much.
Thank you.
What kind of cat is it?
Oh,
Oh, no,
it's
so
a
we'll
rescue
throw to the break
We'll
first.
throw to the break. Thank you.
Sorry. Bye.